Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. Well, I've long had debates with some of my auto writing friends about Cadillacs. I just wonder why they just cannot keep up with German automakers. And it's not that I want to criticize Cadillac, I just want the American brand to do really, really well and be the envy of the world. And time again over the years, over the many, many years, Cadillac just really hasn't quite lived up to that expectation. Well, the car we have today not only lives up to the expectation in its class, it surpasses the Germans. It's the 2020 Cadillac CT4 Premium Luxury Edition. Let's go have a look at it. I think luxury cars should both have some tradition to them and keep those traditional styling elements, but also advance the style and make it look more modern. And I really do hate it when automakers try to be cute with their styling and just try to do something else just to be different. Well, I think the CT4 is an example of what designers can do with a traditional brand and really bring it in the modern age all at the same time. You look at the front of it, no doubt it's a Cadillac. It's a sportier Cadillac, it's a smaller Cadillac, but it looks like a Cadillac. I like the little chrome indents here in the grille. I think it looks nice, the big logo in the middle. They've added some horizontal elements here to the headlamps, LEDs, look nice. But also at night, you've got these vertical elements here. Just give that edgy Cadillac look to it. I think it looks very, very nice. Come around the side, it could be nothing but a Cadillac. I like the formal roofline, but again, it's just streamlined, it's sleeker, has very nice lines, the chrome in all the right places. Of course, it's a Cadillac. I like the chrome around the windows, on the door handles. A Cadillac should be just a little bit glitzy. It's a Cadillac, for goodness sakes. It's not a European sports car. I like the 18-inch alloy wheels. I think they look really, really good on this body. Just look very nice. And coming towards the back, the new CT5 is a very handsome car, new Cadillac CT5, but they've done some goofy stuff here on the C-pillar. This is fine. It just works really well. It's just very clean. Just a nice shape here. I like it. Tail lamps, you got the nice tail fin look coming up into the fenders. And I like how they resolve these lines. You have this line here, you have this line here. This line continues onto the front, looks very nice. And this line resolves itself right into the door handle. Again, just absolutely exquisite design work. I like how the C-pillar comes into the trunk lid, up high, nice aerodynamics. Come around the back. Again, looks very European, but also Cadillac. At night, when this is all lit up, all you see is those two red beams coming out, and you know it's a Cadillac without doubt. The twin exhaust outlets down below. Power trunk. And again, a decent sized trunk for a car like this. Back seats fold down and you got your gear in here with no problems. Well, I think Cadillac surpassed the Germans on the interior of the car as well. It's both plush and comfortable as you'd expect for a Cadillac, but also really all down to business when it comes to driving it. So let's talk about some of the comfortable luxuries you'd expect. Nice thickly padded seats, comfortable, they're heated and cooled. Again, this is the premium luxury package, so it has all the gadgets on it. But heated and cooled seats up front, you got a heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, the Bose audio system sounds really good, dual zone automatic climate control, everything works really well. You've also got wireless phone charging down below, just throw your phone on there, that's great. They've also made some upgrades I think are really nice. I always like Cadillac's touchscreens, I even like the ones more recently, the swipe screens. I didn't find them difficult to use, some people did. So they've put redundant controls down the console, so you can use the touchscreen up here, go through everything, easy icons for audio, phone, navigation, climate, all down below. Easy to go through those menus. I also got a volume control knob here as well, so you can use that. Or if you're the joy wheel type and you think you want this to be your BMW or Mercedes, there's a joy wheel controller down here, redundant controls for nav, phone, audio, all that down here. Also scroll stations here and volume. So however you want to do it. And I found myself sometimes when I was driving, I'd reach down and use this. If I was kind of sitting in traffic, resting, I had my arm here and use this down below. So it's kind of nice to have some options. I think that works out really good. And some other things that this car has, I like the design of it. I think everything's laid out well, easy to find. Unlike some of the Germans, you don't have to go through menu after menu to find things. It's all very easy to locate it. There's also a lot of crash avoidance systems on this car. You got adaptive cruise, you have forward collision warning with auto brake, lane keep assist, blind spot warning, rear cross path detection. So pretty much the full suite of safety systems as well. But overall, I'd say 2 passengers in the front, very comfortable. The back's a little tighter, a little more for kids, but that's typical of a smaller sports sedan. Well, for me, I like looking at this car. I think it's styled nice. I love the interior. But for me, driving this car is really what makes this car special. The base engine in this car is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, delivers 237 horsepower. And that's enough power in a car like this. But we got the bigger 2.7-liter turbocharged 4, delivers 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. That's extraordinary in a car this size. Plenty of power. This is the rear drive architecture. You can get all-wheel drive optional. But this car will do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. So it is anything but slow. On the plus side, it also gets pretty decent gas mileage. You can get 20 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway, partly due to the 10-speed automatic transmission. But this car does really well. If you got the smaller engine, you get about 4 miles per gallon better on the highway, but you'd be giving up a lot of performance to get that. So I like this engine a lot. But beyond that, the car just rides and handles well. I did a lot of driving this weekend, went down to southern Indiana, spent time in it, doing the twisty roads and the curvy roads, and the car just handles really well. I've seen some reviews of this car where they say, it wallows and it's just not as dialed in, and I think that's just utter nonsense. I mean, compared to what? Compared to old school Cadillacs from the 1980s? I mean, this car does not wallow and it doesn't waft. It just rides very comfortably. And by the way, not every sports sedan needs to be able to go tackle a road course and just shake your teeth out on city streets. So I think Cadillac's done a really nice balance. This car, performance-wise, handling-wise, will match almost anybody's expectations of a sports sedan. And better, it's rear drive architecture. Mercedes, Audi, BMW are all building their cars in this class on front drive architecture. And they do a nice job with that, especially with all-wheel drive. But when you're trying to drive the wheels and steer the wheels, it's the same set of wheels you're trying to drive and steer, it just overloads the wheels at some point. And no matter what you do to it, you can't fix that. This car, it's rear drive, front steering, and it's just very easy to handle. And it also just really shows what General Motors has done to develop the chassis in this car. They've spent a lot of time. This car shares its basic architecture with the larger CT5 sedan and also the Chevy Camaro. It's an advancement of that architecture. So you are really driving really a pure sports sedan. I know this is the premium luxury package, but who cares? The car rides nice, it drives nice, it handles well, and it's really just enjoyable to be in. I like that when you're on city streets, it glides over the rough pavement, and yet, you can get on the highway, it's comfortable, it cruises very comfortably for very long distances, but you can also find that curvy back road and thoroughly enjoy that too. It does have a drive mode selector button here in the console. I have it in tour mode right now, but you can put it sport mode. That'll stiffen up the steering just a little bit, makes the throttle more responsive, changes transmission shift points. A little more aggressive on the downshifts too if you're trying to pass traffic on 2-lane roads. Just makes it a little bit more of an invigorating driving experience. Again, I think the car's, for me, it's just a delight. It's the right balance between everyday comfort in a car that you can find that remote 2-lane road somewhere and just really enjoy that drive too. Cadillac should be very, very proud of this car. They went into a segment that's hotly contested, with German automakers, and you even got Genesis in that market now, and Acura really stepping it up. All really world-class cars. But Cadillac went into the basically subcompact sports sedan segment, delivered a car that's purely Cadillac, but a car that's an absolute joy to drive and stands up to the world's best. And they've done it at a fairly affordable price. So the CT4 starts just under $33,000. This one, premium luxury package and the upgraded engine, you're looking at $44,690. And I think what this car offers, I think it's a very fair price. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.